Oftentimes in my strategy calls and coaching calls with salon owners and salon suite owners and pro hairstylists, I'll ask them, do they have a salon assistant or a shampoo assistant? And I get a similar reaction oftentimes when I ask that question. People tense up and they get a little quiet and they say no. And I realize that that question is asking people, do they have a staff member? That the view of a salon assistant or a shampoo assistant is viewed oftentimes by people as a liability, as staff, as responsibility, as having to pay somebody to work in the business. And with much of our industry right now thinking as an individual and solo in salon suites or working in salons by themselves, I understand that that can feel a bit overwhelming. So I talk to them and try to shift their mind into viewing a salon assistant or a shampoo assistant as an asset and not a liability. Understanding that an additional set of hands can now allow somebody that's doing 6 people a day to do 9. That's doing 7 people a day to do 10. Or to do the same amount of people, but maybe give more value, a different kind of experience, raise the price point, and make more. A person coming in that's an assistant that you or I train to do or to help along the clients that we're doing in our salon or salon suite, guys, it's going to be nothing but a plus to your business. But it's not talked about in cosmetology school. It's not talked about oftentimes in our educational outlets is how do you scale? How do you grow the business? How do you hire? How do you think differently from one person behind a chair to an assembly line or a team that can help your salon concept grow? Guys, I want you to think about it today. If you're working by yourself in a suite or in a salon, I want you to think about that an additional person inside of your business that's not necessarily trying to be a stylist next to you, but just assisting, shampooing, treatments, sweeping, cleaning, towels, lunch. Even I believe that a salon assistant and a receptionist are 2 different positions, but definitely in the beginning, having somebody that can maybe take the weight off of booking the clients or your social media or capturing content. When you think about it in that way, how much more valuable is that person? And if that person needs 50% of what they're generating you, what if they give you an additional $1,500 a week? Is it not worth giving them 50% of that? Because now that $1,500 is less that you have to do, where you can do more clients, more of the things that you need to be there for specifically. But there's a lot of work around our salon businesses that another person can do that doesn't necessarily have to have a license. Now, I'm sure that in some states they have to have a certain level of accreditation, but many states, your salon assistant can be anyone.